praise the Lord for good moods. And I'm in one. Why am I in such a good mood? And my hair ain't perfect? Nothing's perfect when you're homeless. I'm in a good mood because I left the homeless shelter last night and I was touched by an angel from New York City who's lived here. This is the best place in the world for him to live on the other side of the country and in the country's second most expensive city. He left at first and came all the way out here to the second. He's a waiter, and he said, if you need something to eat, I'll give you a turkey and ham sandwich. He made me 2 of them. And he gave me a root beer. Thing you should know about me and root beer, I don't like it. Somebody else in my life does. I drank that root beer and ate that sandwich. And then I ate another sandwich he made for me. And then he gave me an orange soda. And I was like, me and you are going to have to be friends for a long time. And I slept there at his house. And it was great. I didn't have all these beeps and all these fire trucks and all these fights and all this nonsense all the time. I could just lay down and know that I was cared about. That led to me having a good mood today. And we will get into why I'm wearing this tank top. This is going to be a good video. Won't be perfect. And we sure are still waiting on a case manager at the homeless shelter to get back to help me not be homeless anymore. We are. While that's going on, let's get into this tank top. So I feel like I look a little bit like a Backstreet Boy wearing one. This is not my tank top. It's army camo colored with white stripes on it. Tank top, and I'm pasty white. But it's hot in there in that homeless shelter. And reminds me of like the Backstreet Boys. It does. I love the Backstreet Boys because they're so real. They are. They have this song. It's like, get down, and move it all around. Hey baby lover, I need a girl like you. You tell me if you feel it too. Remember that song? Yep. So I'm reminded of the Backstreet Boys, but they're so real. I mean, like, Kevin's like in his 50s, but he's still like doing the baits. And, you know, got the steps and everything. And AJ, you know, not even an alcoholic anymore. And Nick's still there. And he's like, Aaron died? That sucks. Yep. Brian, still smoking hot. Ridiculously hot. But, you know, I'm also reminded of, like, Shania Twain. I never stopped thinking about Shania Twain. Like, once she came out, I never did. I never stopped missing and thinking about Shania Twain. And now here in San Francisco, I think about her a lot. Right? Shimmy, shake, do the earthquake, stomp, turn, do the do-si-do, till your feet and your back ache. Let me see you keep it moving till you just can't take it anymore. Come on, everybody, on the floor. And then I think you get Jennifer Lopez. Yep, that's how my brain works. So, alright, so I made this video. I feel like a Backstreet Boy wearing this shirt. And I feel weird wearing this shirt, but I'm like, well, what else can you do? It's hot. I need to wear a shirt. I do have to wear some sort of clothing. When you're homeless, you gotta wear clothes. It's really important that you do. If you're not homeless, you don't have to wear them. In your own home. You just take them off. All of the time. And, you know, this video is about this shirt belongs to the man of my dreams. But it's time we all face the music and get down, feel it all around. Because it's like a what's right never changed thing. And something I knew, and something, you know, I became, you know, undeterred by as the facts rolled in. So while I'm mixing all these pop stars and things like that, I'm trying to get where it's quiet, where I can't bother anybody. That's why I'm walking back and forth, but you can. So, basically what happened is man of my dreams. The day I met him in 2020 was already in love with someone else. That someone else is still around. And like if they were to go to, let's say, a Rockies game, and the sports announcer was to say, "Here comes country star and Shania Twain, Grammy Award-winning country star Shania Twain," and me. If we were to come out there, I'm pretty sure Man of My Dreams would lose his shit over Shania Twain. And then she'd sing, "You're Still the One." And that's what it's all about. Is with the Man of My Dreams, because he's kind of like Christina Aguilera. They say all the same stuff. Come on over, baby. I turn to you. And they also sang like, "Ain't no other man." But there is. There is. And that always was. Always in the summer. Last summer, it seemed like things were going to come to an end. And I was softly and tenderly kind of just, in August, he was like, "Let it be, Nate." So I did. I completely did. I had nothing to do with him. And then it was like in April. And I had them steaks. And I was just like, I'm going to text him and not think he's ever going to respond. And he did. He's like, "I will be there in 20 minutes. And he was. And then, things happened to where after he couldn't stay where his mother told him to, he went back to him. And I was just like, praise the Lord that he's got somewhere to stay. But it's also an indication that ain't over. And it's time to just, be real. Like the Backstreet Boys. Man of My Dreams also told me recently on the phone, he's like, "I don't have any clothes." And I was like, "Well, you gave me a whole big bag of them. Clean. Folded up. With that battery charger. I mean, you did." And he's like, "Oh yeah, I did." And I'm like, "Yep." So, we have to just acknowledge Nate knows what's right never changed. And I ain't got a problem with that. I think he does. And it's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. It's unfortunate, but it's also nothing for me to be ashamed of. It isn't if you do all these supporting facts that I won't go into. There's no need. But the way I feel on this is it was time. That's why I have that video to the First Lady of Utah. Right? I always cared about the other person. It's the right thing to do. I'm glad that when he had nowhere else to go, he went back there. So, we need to say that. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and talk about my dad and Mercedes-Benz on the topic of pop stars. So, there ain't nothing wrong with driving a Mercedes-Benz. There might be something wrong with driving a Mercedes-Benz in Berlin in 1945, because you were going to get smoked out by an F-150. Which is kind of like what's going on with my dad today. When you sleep with a 7-year-old boy, it doesn't matter what you drive. And my dad right now is driving a 1998 Chevrolet Suburban LT. He didn't even pay for it because it was paid for by my first stepdad. And my mom gave it to him when she was going to go live her best life in Switzerland with my second stepdad, the Saudi Arabian arms dealer. There ain't nothing wrong with driving a Mercedes-Benz. The legendary Miss Britney Spears certainly loves driving Mercedes-Benz. She's got a whole song called Selfish. It goes, hey, hey, baby, let me pick you up in my Mercedes. Let's be a little selfish. I know it. I know it. There's nothing wrong with learning how to drive a Mercedes-Benz, but there is something wrong with my dad and all these people that are fine letting him be that way. And so we need to incorporate that too. Won't be a perfect video, but I want to explain why I'm wearing this shirt. It's hot. I asked them if they can turn the air conditioners on in there, and they're like, we can't touch it. I'm like, it's hot. They're air conditioners. It's why we have them here. We got an emergency. Another emergency. Being homeless is an emergency. Being molested is an emergency. Not being true to yourself or the ones you love is an emergency, and it catches up with you no matter who you are. Other facts to know. The day I met the man of my dreams, I didn't know. I told him not to come. First day, he didn't have anywhere else to stay, and he was helping me through something sweetly, nicely, and no way he should feel ashamed about. So there's other things. It wasn't just like he was like, I got a man, and I was like, well, let me come be a homewrecker. It was never like that. I don't feel like I should be labeled that way, or that it is that way. There was a long period of time when they were not together. But ultimately, I believe that I'm not the one that did wrong. And it's time to face the music. No, that's how I feel. And we're going to have to find a way to just hold on. Vince Gill. Number one, in 1992, Don't Let Our Love Start Slipping Away. Married to Amy Grant, who might not have sold as many records as Whitney Houston or Celine Dion. But I think them two have probably the best and happiest marriage in all the show business. We can learn from them. We can. When the lights are coming on in a house of love.
When a man loves a woman, can't keep his mind on nothing else.
It's still number one.
He changed the world.
There ain't nothing like it.
Yes.